from Hillary Cass's brutal attack on trans youth, the British state continues to ramp up its tactics. First with the Labour Party permanently banning new prescriptions for puberty blockers for under 18s in December. Shame! And now removing trans women's legal right to define themselves as women. Shame! Fight racism, fight imperialism stands in solidarity with trans people who are under attack by the British state and the Labour Party. We oppose all discrimination on the basis of gender, sex, or sexuality. As communists, we demand free and equal access to housing, healthcare, education, and guaranteed employment for all. These attacks cannot be seen as separate from a British imperialism which is in deep crisis. As the British state scrambles to preserve privileges for its capitalist ruling class, every section of the oppressed in this country and abroad are being forcibly sacrificed at the altar of profit. Shame! Shame! Trans people are the latest sacrifice in a long list of all sections who face the brunt of state cuts and state repression. Attacks on trans people and trans healthcare serve two purposes in capitalist Britain. The first purpose is to continue cutting the already scant healthcare services provided by the NHS and distract us from the British state's criminal failure to provide decent healthcare for the working class as a whole. Shame! This goes beyond healthcare. All public services, welfare, and jobs are under attack. In the face of this, bourgeois feminists and opportunists like the Guardian's Gabby Hinsliff or the Morning Star's Calvin Tucker, instead of solidarity, have betrayed the whole movement by deflecting the attacks onto trans people. Shame! The second, more nefarious purpose is to divide the working class, to draw artificial boundaries between our struggles, to pit us against each other. Shame! Shame! We must not bow down to these tactics. We must remember that the fight for trans rights is one and the same as the fight for a free Palestine, for free healthcare for all, for decent housing, against racism, for freedom from oppression for all. Woo! We must remember that only together and organized can we free all those who are oppressed in Britain and beyond. The British state's attacks on trans people's access to basic services, healthcare, economic and social life are an indication of their deep fear of the organized, oppressed masses and the threat that they pose to capitalism itself. The heteronormative gender binary, the very definition of the nuclear family, these are all constructs that have been developed by and for capitalism. In crisis, capitalism always reinforces these constructs, just as we are seeing right now. Only in a world free from capitalism, when women are no longer doubly exploited in the workplace and at home, when all people no longer suffer under the system of wage labor, only in a socialist world can these capitalist constructs finally fall. As we have seen time and time again, any rights for trans people won in a capitalist Britain are conditional, rolled back at the behest of any minority with enough capital to threaten the working class. The Labour Party, the very party under which these attacks grow day by day, continues to play its role protecting British imperialism, proving once again it has never stood for the working class and oppressed people. Shame! Shame! Our rights can only be secured by the defeat of the British capitalist state through socialist revolution. This is proven daily by socialist liberation is no slogan, but an active process in motion. Socialist Cuba has been providing free and comprehensive trans healthcare since the 1970s, including not only medical care for individual patients, but social and counseling support for them and their families. Viva Cuba! From migrants beaten and starved at the borders to Palestinians massacred by the tens of thousands for defending their land, to trans people fighting just for their right to exist, we all face the same enemy, British imperialism and its defenders. The